Hello everybody, it is your boy Dwight, aka Tyree, aka Dwight Tyree, aka that dude. Alright, so here we are. This is the second episode of Let's Chat About It. Today I have a lot to chat about with you guys. We got a bunch of stuff that happened within the past week since my first video. I have some things to talk about. We're going to talk about R. Kelly. We're going to get into this Diddy case. We're going to get into Fat Joe. We're going to talk about some new music that dropped. We got music from Cardi B, Keke Palmer, and Halle Bailey. And I'm so excited to get into all this tea with you guys today. So first we're going to start with talking about the Diddy case. I really want to get into this. There wasn't too much going on this week, I feel like, with the Diddy case. But I would say that I did find out some information about one of the jurors. One of the jurors were sent home. I'm not sure why, but one of the jurors were replaced with a white man. So the juror that was there was a black man. I believe he was middle-aged, but he was replaced with a white man that is about 52 years old. So for Diddy's case, I don't know if this is going to be a good or bad thing. I kind of want to say it'll kind of be a bad thing, because if he has someone of color, in my opinion, I feel like there's more of a chance that that person will stick up for him, and that will probably be better for his, for his case. But with a white man that is 52, I feel like that's like, it could be a hit or miss. Since they're around the same age group, he may be for Diddy, but however, being a white man versus a black man, I feel like he may not be for him. A lot of white people like to see us go to jail. But I'm not saying that Diddy's right in any way. I'm just saying, as for his case, I don't know if this is a pro or con. But other than that, there wasn't too much information really this week to really discuss with the case. They're still talking I know in the beginning of the week, they were still talking to the person, Jane Doe, who is allegedly a rapper's baby mama that we're not going to get into. Big rich town, poorest part. Anyways, so allegedly that person was still on the stand earlier this week, and still, they were asking questions, but I still feel like she seemed like she was more into everything for the money. She seems like she was okay with doing the freak offs. The only thing that was messing her up or making her upset was the fact that she was working, or that he was messing with other women. And I feel like that is what the main thing she was upset about. It seems like everything else she was okay with. But anyways, that's pretty much all for the Diddy case I'm really going to get into today. What I really want to talk about to you guys is this Tyler Perry case. Emmett, what is going on? Emmett? No, but seriously, Tyler Perry, this case is really crazy. I spoke about the last movie he did last week, which was Straw, with Taraji P. Henson. If you didn't see that, I'm not gonna lie, you gotta go see that movie on Netflix. It was really good. But it's crazy because I didn't expect for this situation to happen, because this came out after I recorded the last video. But guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you guys heard by now, but Tyler Perry is accused of sexual assault by Dale from the Oval. I forgot his real name. His real name is Derek Dixon, which is close to Dale. But Derek Dixon accused Tyler Perry of sexual assault. Some text messages did come out, and I'm actually going to read it with you guys. He alleges that Tyler Perry was rubbing on his booty and his legs. So we're going to get more into that. I'm going to read some of the text messages for you guys. It seems like they were having a lot of conversation, because I read a lot of these text messages, and they have a lot of conversation, and it always gives, to me, from what I've read and what I heard, it's always giving like a mysterious, very mysterious, flirty vibe. Like, very mysterious. Like, read between the lines, kind of like, I'm flirting with you, but am I flirting with you? A lot of people are like shocked and stuff. I'm not, but I'm more so shocked that he was saying this to a employee. But let's get into some of these text messages. So one text message I have here is where Tyler Perry was really on some freaky-ish. He was saying, I will hope that you will let someone hold you and make love to you. You're missing the best years of your life, my friend. Trust me, I hope you get past the block in your mind soon. So before I even read the response, that kind of threw me off because why are you texting me this? Like, you're my boss. Why are you saying I need to let somebody hug me and hold me? I need to make sure I'm showing up to work on time and doing my job. That's all you need to worry about. But this is what he responded with. He says, well, it's not this person. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Well, it's not this person, but yes, I want that too. I'm working on it. Therapy is helping. So he's mentioning that he's in therapy and he's working on what Tyler Perry's saying. But it is kind of weird. Maybe Tyler Perry saw him as a friend and he just feels like he's talking to a friend and he's able to just say that. I don't know. But it is weird, not even kind of weird, to speak like that to an employee. He also shows, I also saw another text message. This specific screenshot went pretty viral on Twitter. Tyler Perry is standing next to his jet ski or whatever, and he got his little life jacket on with his pose, with his arm on the jet ski. Tyler Perry, now you know you was wrong for this. So the dude writes, Derek Dixon says, nice picture. Yeah, the water does look calm. He's like, nice picture. And then he got me weak right here. He's like, great, amazing, awesome picture in capital letters. Obviously like, all right, here, damn, you want the compliment? Tyler Perry, you was begging for a compliment, and I don't like that. Let somebody compliment you. And then he said, you don't see this stud in this nice picture? Rude. Tyler Perry, you get the fuck out. Tyler Perry, you sound like you in the 8th grade. Tyler Perry. So I feel like he was flirting with him, but he was trying to make it seem like in a way that it's like he could still defend that he wasn't flirting with him. Instead of just coming out there and just being more straightforward, even though in a way he was straightforward, he could lie and say, oh, you know, I'm just talking to my friend. But I feel like he was flirting with him. However, even though I do think Tyler Perry was being inappropriate in a way, I'm sorry y'all, but Dale didn't really, Derek Dixon didn't really kind of like, in my opinion, I feel like he didn't really make it clear that he wasn't into that. Because Tyler Perry might be thinking, oh, he playing hard to get, he playing around with me, but Derek is not really making it clear. But he did allege that Tyler Perry did, he went to Tyler Perry's house and they had some drinks and he got drunk and Tyler Perry started rubbing on his leg. So allegedly ×2, Derek Dixon, was staying at Tyler Perry's guest house. And I'm kind of like, why were you staying at his guest house if you felt so uncomfortable? And he's alleging that Tyler Perry is freaked out. So why you want to stay at his guest house? If I don't feel comfortable around you, like I feel like you want to like sexually assault me, I'm not going to stay at your house. Like, he said that he was drunk, but why did you get drunk with somebody that... Why would you get drunk with somebody that you don't feel comfortable with? And I guess maybe he's going to say he felt like he'll get fired from the job. I don't know, because I don't think Tyler Perry's going to fire you because you didn't want to... I don't know. This is all allegedly. Because we still didn't hear Tyler Perry's point of view. This is still Derek Dixon's point of view. So I'm not going to be so quick to say Tyler Perry is guilty. It's not like the Diddy case where we have all these receipts, we have evidence, we see him whooping Cassie. We don't have this evidence for Tyler Perry. So me personally, I'm not just going to jump on the bandwagon and say Tyler Perry is all the way wrong. I will say he's slightly wrong for the way he was talking, but anyways, he goes on to say that he was drinking and he got drunk and Tyler Perry rubbed on his legs, Tyler Perry rubbed on his ass, and Tyler Perry was saying it ain't gonna hurt. What the Tyler Perry, I don't know if you did that, but these accusations are crazy. I've never seen wait, hold on. I had that so Raven moment, only in the past instead of the future. People were alleging a while back that actor Christian Keys, who's worked with Tyler Perry for years, he alleges that he was sexually assaulted by a black Hollywood man. Could it be Tyler Perry as well? I don't know. I hope not, because I want to be on a Tyler Perry movie one day. So if you didn't do this, Tyler Perry, don't get mad at me, but I just got to report the news. But if you did do this, Tyler Perry, shame on you. So he's suing Tyler Perry for $260 million. $260 million. And I'm sorry, but if he didn't R-word you, I think that's a lot of money. From what we see, he did touch you, he did. And the thing is that when he touched his butt, he said he changed the subject. So Tyler Perry was like, ooh, I'm so horny, give me this booty. And he was like, it's kind of cold outside. Yeah, it is cold outside. And Tyler Perry just forgot about it. So you changed the subject and he forgot he was going to get in that booty. It's crazy to me. So I don't really know about this case. It just seems really suspicious. I don't know. He's trying to tear down a black man. You can't trust certain people. So I don't know. I personally don't think that Derek Dixon is going to win this case. Dale just stopped his bag. He's off the Oval, I'm sure, if we get another season to actually watch that show. But it does make me think, I will say that I do think Tyler Perry did have a little thing for Dale, because if you notice on the show, if you watch the Oval, Dale don't really have no real role. His role is just like, he don't have a real storyline. He's just one of those characters that's just there for no reason. It's like, you could kill him off or something, but it's like he's just there. So it makes sense that he might like him, so he's just keeping him on the show just so he can have a job or so he can get in that booty. So, but I'm not going to straight up say that he's trying to R-word him. So I feel like we need more information. Hopefully in the next couple weeks I can get into that. If there's a trial and stuff, I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of research to get more information about that. But I really hope that's not true. I did do a poll though on my Instagram earlier this week, and let me go look at the results again, but y'all was not feeling it. So the results, I said, do you think Tyler Perry is innocent? 83% of y'all said hell nah. 83% of y'all said hell nah. 17% said absolutely yes, he's innocent. I'm with the 17, but I'm trying not to be biased or anything, because like I said, we don't have enough information. But as of now, I'm not going to say that he's... Okay, so when we say innocent, let me clarify that too, because I don't think he's innocent as in, I think he was flirting with the boy, and I do think he was like definitely into some freaky mess, and he was trying to get it with him. I just don't necessarily know if he groped him. I don't necessarily know if he took it as far as the guy is saying. So I kind of am more with he's more so innocent than guilty as of now, because I feel like I don't have enough information to prove that he straight up sexually assaulted him. I think he flirted with him and he was being inappropriate. But to say he straight up sexually assaulted you to the point that you need all this damn money is crazy. He didn't even R-word you. Not that I want him to do that, but I'm just saying. But yeah, social media is not for it. A lot of people are cracking up at himself calling himself a stud. That was going viral for the week. Everybody thought that was crazy. And I just hope that this doesn't affect his legacy if he's innocent, because it just sucks that we have so many especially black men that are losing their legacy because of stupid decisions that they're doing. And I hope that he's not one of the people that made the dumb decision. Because it's like, come on now, you were inspiration to so many black people. We already got Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Diddy, who's all people that we looked up to in some kind of way, and now Tyler Perry too. No. So hopefully this is not true. As the weeks pass, I will get more into that, and we could dive more into that case, because I am looking forward to see what is going on. I think that maybe even with Derek. Well, also I was thinking, what is a possibility? I think that they might have been in a secret relationship, or even if it was in a relationship, they were messing around, and Tyler Perry was on the low, and he didn't probably want anyone to know that, and maybe they had a fight or argument, and Derek was like, all right, so now I'm gonna out you because of X, Y, and Z. So I think that's a possibility. I'm not trying to say that straight up what happened, but I think it's possible that might have been what happened. We're gonna move along. We're gonna move right along to another topic. Let's get into music for a little bit. We can get more into the drama a little later, but let's talk about some music. So a few people dropped music today. Cardi B dropped, Keke Palmer dropped, Halle Bailey dropped. Offset also dropped. I didn't listen to it, sorry. I might listen to it later, maybe I'll tell y'all next week. But I didn't listen to Offset's. I did find it interesting that Offset and Cardi B, because I kind of do want to see if he threw shots at her. But Offset and Cardi B both dropped music today. I guess we'll get into Cardi first. So they both dropped on, not today, I'm sorry y'all, but Friday, but today is Saturday. So when I'm filming this, but they did drop this weekend. I thought it was interesting that they both dropped at the same time. I did look at the iTunes chart, and Cardi B is #1 on hip hop in all genres, and I can't find Offset. Miss Cardi B dropped Outside. Outside has been highly anticipated. This girl is taking forever to drop an album. So everyone is like, all right, where this album's coming? So we got our first single from Cardi B's highly anticipated album, sophomore album, after like 7 years. But she's about to drop her sophomore album allegedly, and Outside came out, and it was a nice little cute bop. She threw some shade. I like the little shade that she threw towards Offset. Like she talked about like how she's tiny and her new dude is so big, and how like he's like Offset's favorite player. And then people on social media was posting pictures of Offset taking pictures with Stefan. So it's just funny that she was kind of petty because she was dating her ex-husband's favorite football player. Like she got him on that because he cheated on her for years. He was embarrassing her. Like it was crazy. Like so I'm glad that she finally moved on from Offset. But the song was cool. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. It wasn't her best, wasn't her worst, but it was cool. It's definitely something I could see them playing like at a barbecue, at like the functions in the club. Definitely a summer song. I really liked the chorus and the beat was hot. Outside, y'all should definitely give it a listen. It was definitely a cool, nice song. Moving right along. Keke, Lauren, Keke Palmer dropped a visual album. And I feel like Keke Palmer's music is kind of slept on because she's such a good artist. She's so talented as a dancer, artist, actress, director, producer, talk show host, like writer. This girl got it. And I feel like a lot of us, I feel like people in general sleep on her talent. Like yes, I feel like everyone knows that she's a great actress, but even in her acting, I feel like she should be even bigger than what she is. But she is big, but I feel like she's like so talented, she should be even bigger. But she dropped her album, and it was a visual album, and I really like visual albums. And the thing I really liked about her specific visual album is that she gave us different looks, and she gave us a story. I feel like watching it from beginning to end told me what was going on in her life for like the past 3 or 4 years, which is what I'm hoping for Cardi B's sophomore album as well. But yeah, I feel like she told us a story. She told us about her meeting up with her baby father, how they got together, how it got serious, how it was just supposed to be like a fun thing, but it became a real relationship. They planned to have this baby. He was supposed to be her Stedman. If you're born after 2006, you might not know who Stedman is, but that's Oprah's boyfriend. So she was saying that's supposed to be her Stedman. They're supposed to be like this strong couple, but you know, it didn't work out. And I'm like, damn, Keke. But it was really good. And then she talked about like, you know, I feel like she was very personal. She talked about stuff and said things that most people wouldn't say. Like, for example, like after the relationship, how she was thinking about like his next girlfriend. I think, let me see, what was the name of the song? But she was just saying like she wants to be, she was just saying that like she's hoping that he's not moving on to somebody else and that he's not treating the next girl the way that he treated her, like doing the same things that he did with her to the next girl. You know, it's kind of like, it was just really honest. Like, you know, she moved on from him. She said she was having fun now. She's over him, but damn, are you over me too? So I feel like that was honest of her to say that. The name of that song was I Wanna Know, and that one was really good. Another one that was really good was My Confessions, and it was with the Usher beat, and she talked about the infamous Usher video that went viral. And she said that they was broken up at the time. So it's like the internet was dragging her. We didn't even know. Y'all didn't even know that she wasn't even with the man. So she was dancing with Usher. She wasn't really doing nothing wrong. But I would say I really like this body of work because I do like music where people take what's going on in their lives and put it in their art instead of going on Twitter and arguing with fans and arguing with whoever is doing what. Use your art as a way to describe what's going on. So I definitely think y'all should check out that Keke Palmer album. I think it's really slept on. The visuals is on YouTube, and it was really good. Alright, y'all, so Halle Bailey just dropped a new song called Brave Face. Brave Face, I really liked it. I just listened to it a little before I started recording. And I would say that it was definitely a vulnerable song, kind of like Keke Palmer. Everyone's being vulnerable. Cardi B was being vulnerable in her own way. Keke Palmer Halle, and I actually love this for music. Like, use your music to express yourself, just like Keisha Cole did, just like Mary J did, just like Usher did. So I like that these artists are using their platform and their music to express itself. But she dropped a song called Brave Face. I'm gonna read a little bit of the lyrics. She says in the first verse, sitting on the floor, curled up in a ball, looking in the mirror, and I feel so effing small that I grab my makeup bag and shuffle it around. My head is in the clouds. Self-esteem is on the ground. Then she goes on to say, I've been so tired, I've been so tired, even though I feel this way, I gotta do what the girls do best, cover up the pain. And I just think that's really deep. It sounds like she's going through something. She just, her baby is like a year and a half old. So a lot of you may not know, but postpartum can last for a few years, actually after having a kid. So she's still in the bracket of postpartum, So she sounds like she's dealing with a lot. She's now a mother. She has this pressure of being in the media. The situation where her and Diddy didn't end too well. And honestly, I feel like the lyrics of these songs reflects text messages that he tried to put out against her. He was trying to act like she was mentally unstable and putting messages out of her trying to off herself. And she's saying that she felt depressed and that she tried to put on this brave face, like in the title of the song, and she tries to put on makeup to cover up how she's feeling. And I just feel like people are really insensitive. A lot of people I saw were saying that they didn't like the song, and I did see within the past couple of weeks so much negative comments towards her, saying that she's crazy and that she's like a thin line between love and hate. And I'm kind of at the same time, she has ring camera footage of him trying to attack her. So it's I don't think that she's completely innocent. I do think that she's done things to him, but I do think that he did things to her. And I feel considering that she's the mother of his child and that she's going through postpartum and all these things, I just think that it was kind of messed up for him to kind of get the internet to turn against her. And I feel even before these allegations came out, he was doing stuff to kind of get people to turn against her, and stuff like that. So it sucks because I actually do like DDG and Halle separately. So it sucks to see that their relationship was so toxic. But I do like that she used this song to express herself and to say what's going on, and to say how she felt and how she was going through depression and kind of just trying to cover it up. And I feel that's something that so many people can relate to. Just living your life every day and trying to keep moving with one foot forward, but inside you may not feel the way that you're displaying on the outside. So I think y'all should give that song a listen. It's definitely different because her music is more slower. See, it's not something you will play in a club, but it's definitely something I feel that has a message with substance. And she's really talented regardless of how you feel about her. So that's one thing I can always respect about Halle Bailey. But we can move along to you guys. Let's move on to R. Kelly. Mr. Robert Kelly. Y'all, Robert has been going through it. So I'm pretty sure you guys know Mr. Robert Kelly is in jail. He has about 30 years sentence for sex trafficking, racketeering. I believe one of the charges is sleeping with underage girls. Y'all know he was married to Aaliyah when she was a teenager, and he was a grown-ass man around my age at the time. And she was 15. So R. Kelly, it sucks because he was actually one of my favorite R&B singers. Yes, he was. I'm not gonna lie. Kelly is super talented. I say to my friends all the time, If I Were a Boy remix is my song, even though I wasn't the official remix, but I like that song. Feel it on your booty, what? Kelly, I'm still disappointed, honestly, all jokes aside, at how his career ended up. He really disappointed me. But there were recent reports alleging that R. Kelly overdosed in prison, and I'm trying to find some details, but the details are limited. But what I could say is that I did hear that allegedly times 52 that he received some kind of medication in jail from the guards or whoever, and it was something else that caused him to overdose. So I just think that's interesting. And I kind of want to know how you guys feel about this topic. So feel free to comment your opinion, because does mental health matter in prison? That's the question I have for you guys. Does mental health matter in prison? Do you guys think that this was ethically wrong, considering the fact that R. Kelly has done so many things to so many people? So do you think that it's wrong that he got allegedly drugged? Or is it like, who cares because he did worse things to other people? So I would like to hear your comments on that. Like I said, there's not really that much information about it. So when I find more information, and if I do, I will discuss it more in the next video. But yeah, he's hospitalized. I'm not sure if he's still in the hospital, but he is living, so we could say that. Moving along, y'all, I am so tired of these freaking sexual assault cases. Why are y'all so allegedly freaked out like this? Like, what is going on? I don't know what's in the water, but I don't want that water. I don't know what's in the water that y'all drinking, but I do not want that water. So we have another sexual assault case, y'all. Fat Joseph. Fat ass Joseph has been accused of sexual. Fat Joe? Fat Joseph. Turn the fucking mic on. Has been accused of sexual assault as well. And his sexual assault is not like Tyler Perry's, you know what I'm saying? Because Tyler Perry was accused of sexual harassment from a grown-ass man. Fat Joseph is accused of sexual assault from minors. So they're saying, let me read up the LA Times article that I read. But according to the LA Times, they were saying that he got accused of sexual assault. He has a lawsuit by his hype man. So the hype man is alleging that he had to be a part of something similar to freak offs, like Diddy. So this hype man, what's his name? Terrence Dixon. All these Dixons are getting approved. All these Dixons are getting their last word fondled with. And I don't understand, but he's saying that he was sued. I'm sorry. He's saying that he was. He's saying that he had to be a part of these sexual acts that Fat Joe was doing and witnessed these acts. He was allegedly messing with girls as young as 14 and 15, and I'm just trying to see where this case goes. Fat Joe, I did not think was doing anything like that, so I just think that it's crazy that these allegations came out, and the fact that it came out from his former hype man, who's worked with him for years. So that kind of makes me wonder too, because I'm just like, is this true? You've been working with him for years. It's crazy that none of these girls came out with it, but I'm not sure how I feel about that either. I'm not sure if I believe it yet either, but as I get more details, y'all, I will discuss that. But this lawsuit is going down, and they said that this occurred when Fat Joe was in his late 30s. He was doing this stuff, messing with 16-year-olds and all that stuff. So once we get more information about that, I would definitely discuss it with you guys. I don't know how I feel about that case either, because I feel like there's still lack of evidence. So I like to go based off of evidence before I really make my true opinion. So I'm not really sure if I can say right now if Fat Joe is guilty or innocent, but what I would say is that I'm going to have both of my eyes on this case, because I want to get to the bottom of it. But I would like you guys to comment below. Let me know, do you think Fat Joe's innocent? Do you think he's guilty? Do you think that people are just trying to get some money? Because it seems like everybody is accused of sexual assault. Like, y'all all thought it was going to be Jigga. But everybody else is coming out. I don't think Jay-Z is into that stuff, but you know, it's just funny that everybody was trying to say, oh, Jay-Z's next, but it's like, nah, y'all faves is next. So we will get more into that when it comes out. That is a wrap for today. I think I gave y'all guys enough to chat about. I think I chatted about enough time talking. But I feel like I gave y'all enough. We talked about music. We talked about all these cases. Yo, I don't know what's going on. But guys, make sure you like and subscribe. I will be back next week, same time, same place. As stuff goes on during the week, I will make sure I write it down for us to talk about in the next video. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok. You know, in the middle of the week, sometimes I drop a video about what's going on. Like maybe on Wednesday, if there's a lot of stuff going on, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll probably post something. So make sure you guys follow me on TikTok at Tyree Jackson 5. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel here. And follow me on Instagram, Prince, 2 I's, 2 E's, and 1 underscore. On Twitter at Dwight Tyree. And you know, I am signing out. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see y'all soon.